Welcome to the EVS class. Dear students, in the last class we have discussed about the renewable and non-renewable resources. So in the last class mostly we have covered non-renewable resources like coal, petroleum and oil. So now, so today we are going to discuss about the renewable resources. So in the last class we have also discussed about solar energy resources, how we can use the solar energy, how we can trap the solar energy using photovoltaic device. Okay. So because photovoltaic panel absorb the photon energy, okay, that energy is converted into the electricity. Means photons are absorbed and photons are converted into electrons. So because in the last class we have already discussed about this in the solar cells, that solar cell is made up of semiconductor material that is called silicon, and photons are converted into electrons. This okay. So solar cooker is one of the device. There are different device that we have discussed in the last class. Other than these, so solar energy is also used in the airport. Some names are given like Cochin International Airport Limited, okay, which uses the solar energy. So this is the first airport in India to operate on solar powers. The second one is Rajiv Gandhi International Airport in Hyderabad, so which generate 25,000 units of electricity daily. So this is one of the airport is situated in Hyderabad. This fulfill nearly 20% of the daily requirement. Okay, so this is important one. Next one is the GMR group that operate Indira Gandhi International Airport, New Delhi. So it became the first airport in Asia, okay, to host a mega power solar plant, on its premises with an installed capacity of 2.14 megawatt. Okay. So at latitude of Delhi, a 1 megawatt solar power unit generates 1.5 million units of electricity. So these are the three examples. The fourth one is Sri Aurobindo International Center of Education, Puducherry. This became the first educational institution. This is the first institution in Puducherry, means in India, which uses solar energy. Sir Aurobindo International Center of Education. So it produced 45 kilowatt energy from its solar power plants. It uses this uses the rooftops in the campus that have been fitted with the numerous solar panels, which add the power to the grid. Next one is the Jaipur railway station. This is not airport. Jaipur railway station, which uses solar energy, has also installed solar panels on its rooftop, so that produce 260 units of electricity on the day of installment. So which were 35 units more than its daily capacity. So it provides the energy that is required on the daily basis. So these are all examples within India. These are all examples of airport and railway station which uses solar energy. But there are some challenges also in the last class, because we have already discussed. Now we will move towards all other resources, renewable resources. So solar is one of the powerful resource. We can opt for this resource. Now we are going to discuss about other renewable resources, in which, okay, geothermal energy, biofuel, solar. So these are all example. Wind. These are all example of renewable resources. Large windmills are called wind turbines. Okay. So when wind blows, the blades move and this spin a turbine. So in the last class also we have discussed we can use the wind for the energy. So wind farms are made up of lots of wind turbines that allow lots of electricity to be generated. So when there is no wind, what is the problem? There is a limitation when there is no wind and there is no electricity. This is the problem with the wind energy. We can read from the books if there is more example. So how it works? Wind energy is the energy produced from the wind. So it generates the mechanical power, mechanical energy. Okay. That kinetic energy in the wind is converted into electricity. Okay, so this energy can be used, the mechanical power can be used in the grinding grains, in the different purpose. This energy can be used. Like the wind energy we can use for the grinding grains. Turbines blades are similar to the propeller blades on an airplane. So these blades turn in the moving air. Rotating action power on electric generator. Okay, but there is a limitation of this method. In the last class also we have discussed, if there is no wind then there is no electricity. So sometimes there is the wind blows in the air environment, and sometimes it doesn't blow. So this is the limitation of this. So it depends on the speed of the wind. Okay, if speed is good, so we can generate the power, we can grind the grain using these energies. So but this is the alternative resource, and we can use, sometimes we can use this energy. Wind energy is a source of clean, non-polluting electricity. So this is the clean source, non-polluting electricity. So the major challenge to using wind as a source power is it is irregular. Irregular means sometimes it blows and sometimes it doesn't. And doesn't always blow when electricity is needed. And it cannot be stored also. Okay, this cannot be stored. Like you can store the solar energy, solar power, but you cannot store this type of energy. And in addition, the wind power plants have little impact on the environment. Means this is pollution free. This is pollution free energy. So we can directly use that. But there is some concern over the noise by the rotor blades. Okay, so it has an aesthetic impact. Means sometimes it produces the noise. Okay. Another form is, yes, similar to this, the next type of energy is tidal energy. In the slides we can look whether it is available or not. Okay, tidal energy is not given here, not given in the slides. So tidal energy, I have the book. Tidal energy is another form of renewable energy. Okay, so energy within the ocean tides is used to generate the electricity. Okay, geothermal. Now come to these slides. In the slide you can see geothermal energy. Geothermal energy is the heat energy from the earth. Okay, and water can be pumped down into hot rock where it is heated. Okay. So you can see somewhere in the nature, you can see the hot springs, like there is the hot springs, there the hot water is produced. Within the India, you can also see, like if you go to the Manali, there is the hot water tank, there is the source of the hot water that can be used to cook the rice. So this hot water can be used to produce the heat or electricity. So Iceland is very volcanic. So uses a lot of geothermal energy. They use the geothermal energy. So in the figure you can see, are you able to see the figure in the PPT? Are you all able to see the figure? The process is given here. Okay. There is the cooling tower, generator, turbines, or everything is given here. So cold water is given. So that cold water can be converted into hot water. So it will be heated by the geothermal energy. So hot water is extracted, and that hot water is used to produce the steam. Steam is used to rotate the turbine. The turbine, by moving the turbine, we can produce the electricity. So this in the figure you can see how we produce the electricity using the geothermal energy. Are you all able to see? The screen is visible to you in the figure. Just we are pouring the cold water inside the earth, then this cold water is heated by the geothermal energy, and then hot water is produced. So it can be used, the steam of that hot water can be used to propel the turbine, then we produce the electricity. Okay, so in the figure it is clear. Okay. Hydroelectric power is a way of harnessing energy. This is the next source, and this is the most reliable source of energy. Hydroelectric dams trap water in reservoir. When electricity is needed, water is released and flows downward with the gravity to spin turbine. So, in most of the cases, the large amount of water is used to produce the electricity, and that is why the more reliable source of energy. Water is the more reliable source of energy than solar. Why we are saying this? Because currently we are using water. Now we are opting for solar. We are moving in the direction, the future will be dependent on the solar power, but now at the current time water is a more reliable source. We cannot depend totally on the solar resources. Okay, so this is about the current time. अभी हम इस स्टेज में हैं, और लेकिन आगे क्या, we are developing the photovoltaic device. In the future it might happen that we will be totally dependent on the solar, but now water is a more reliable source. Hydroelectric dams are very expensive and can harm wildlife. So this is the drawback. This is given. So hydroelectric source of energy. Okay, now lecture is over. We will discuss other energy in the next turn.